ladies and gentlemen. So, early in the week I talked about the crisis in Burma in a basic blog, briefly. And in case you don't know, what's basically happening is that, and I may not pronounce these words wrong, but the Rakhine Buddhists are prosecuting Rohingya Muslims in Burma and committing atrocious crimes against them. And there was a protest in Bradford in Centenary Square on Monday. The link is below, which I'm going to tend to. Now, if you haven't heard of the crisis in Burma, you may be forgiven because the media has chosen not to report on it. And I'm going to phone the BBC and find out why. Now, first of all, I just want to make clear that I have no issues with the BBC. In fact, I admire them. As you know, if you watch my blogs, I love their shows, literally Doctor Who, their Sherlock, and I grew up with the BBC, so I have no problem with the organisation as it. I have a problem with news, media, and journalism in the West. Well, I said the West because that's media I listen to. I don't really listen to Eastern media because I can't understand the language. But from what I know about them, I'm just as sure their media is just as corrupt as ours, if not even more so. However, as the West is supposed to be a beacon of democracy, free speech and all that, it's ridiculous that they're not reporting on this. So, let's find out why.
BBC switchboard.
Hi, can you put me forward to BBC News?
BBC News. Do you have a news story to report?
Yep.
Okay, what's the news story, please?
Well, I'm wondering why BBC News isn't reporting on the atrocities being committed in Burma.
Well, that isn't a news story. I understand, I appreciate where you're coming from, that it's something that's happening, but you're not actually giving information, you're just asking a question.
Well,
I need to give you the number for audience services and they can deal with your comment and inquiry.
Okay.
It's 03700.
Hang on a second. Oh.
3700.
Yep.
100.
Yep.
222.
So 03700 100 222.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Read the number.
Welcome to BBC Audience Services, where you can provide feedback or get helpful information relating to BBC programmes and services. If you're calling about scheduled information regarding the 2012 Olympics, please press 1. If not, then continue to hold. If you'd like to leave feedback about any BBC programme or service, press 1. Or if you have an inquiry about BBC programmes or services, or having problems receiving TV or radio, press 2. Please help us by choosing one of the following options. If you're experiencing technical issues receiving BBC programmes and services, or require advice on doing so, please press 1. If you have a question regarding any BBC programme or service, please press 2. Or if your query is relating to any of our schedules, please press 3. We're putting you through to the next available advisor. All calls are recorded and monitored.
Good evening, BBC Audience Enquiries. Lawrence speaking. How can I help?
Hi, I'm just phoning because I'm wondering why the British Broadcasting Corporation is not reporting on the atrocities being committed in Burma.
Right. The Burmese disruption and violence there?
Yep.
Okay. And is this on the news channel or the bulletins that you've noticed a lack of coverage?
News channel, both.
Okay. Okay. I can certainly take your comments and make them available to the news team and
Thank you.
senior BBC staff here this evening.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thanks for your call this evening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. They do, and this seems good, that they do seem to be getting a lot of calls because both of the people I spoke to sounded very exasperated. It's like, oh, another Burma person. So I encourage you, the numbers are down here. Well, I've posted the number that the switchboard gave me, and I suggest that you flood them with complaints about why Burma isn't being broadcasted. Even if you don't believe me, if you're one of the people who, don't think there's a problem that we should be protesting, well, maybe we should find out what is going on. Something is going on. So what is or not, maybe that should be reported in British news. So, still complain, please, if it turns out later on about, let's say, a couple of days, they haven't responded to my comments, and no one has put it through, and I haven't seen anything on the news about Burma, because, we should really be told what's going on, at least here, what the Western perception of it is, then I'm going to phone again. So, there might be a sequel to this VEDA. It certainly relieved me probably to think of something interesting to do. So, bye.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work. And that was without even a single drop of rum.
Which ship do we follow? Signal the Dutchman to track down South Feng. We follow the Pearl. How soon can we have the ship ready to pursue?
Do you think he plans it all out? Or just makes it up as he goes along?